Where are we going, Dina?
Morro Bay.
Why? Get you out of the house. Oh, bubblegum. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? You gotta go with me?
Yeah.
Ready? Go. Whoa! Ew, gross.
Hey y'all, we're so happy to see you. We have a great video for you guys this week. We hope everyone had an awesome Mother's Day. I personally had one of my favorites ever. As you may or may not know, our Florida kids were here just a couple weeks ago to visit us, and that was like a Mother's Day gift all on its own. My grandchildren made me a beautiful necklace, and then for Mother's Day weekend, our son asked us if we would like to go to Morro Bay.
And hold on, we have to give a big shout out to Kim Cody,
yes.
one of our subscribers.
Yes.
Thank you, Kim. Kim actually suggested to us, I guess he was there a while back for a kite festival.
Right.
Or something like that.
Right on
Morro
the
Bay.
beach.
Yeah. And suggested Morro Bay, so the opportunity came up, we went, and we had a blast.
We had a really
Now we
great
didn't take the RV. I believe Kim suggested Morro Bay RV, Morro Dune RV park. We didn't get a chance to go because we were just there for one night. It just didn't really make sense to try to pull the RV there. But big shout out to Kim Cody for the suggestion.
Definitely. Oh man, we had an awesome time. From Morro Bay, we drove down to San Luis Obispo.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. The locals call it SLO, S-L-O, for San Luis Obispo. We're going to go with slow. Yeah. So that's what we're referring to. Slow is that.
Yeah, it takes us we're a little slow to say it, so we'll just go with slow. And then from there, we drove a little further south to Pismo Beach, and that was also a great time.
Yeah, it was. So we did quite a bit in a very short weekend.
We did a lot.
Yeah,
it was all a great time.
So what we'll do in this video, we'll kind of work our way south. We'll talk a little bit about Morro Bay, what we did there, and some great suggestions, I think, for some things to do and places to eat. Then we'll work our way down to SLO, and then work our way down to Pismo Beach.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, we're going to talk about a couple restaurants here. These are strictly our opinions. We're not sponsored. We didn't get anything off. Nothing. We're not affiliated with any of these restaurants or any of the places we're going to talk about. So these are just our true, honest opinions. So take it for what it's worth. And we are being driven there by our chauffeur, aka son, aka Daniel, and his lovely assistant, aka daughter-in-law, aka Dr. Long. What is she assisting with? She's giving you moral support. So, Morro Bay.
Let's start with Morro Bay.
That was so cool.
Oh my gosh.
We started from the Clovis area, so just over a 2.5 hour drive to Morro Bay.
And it was a beautiful drive too.
It was, yeah. But a lot of farmland, and it was kind of relaxing, especially since our son was driving and we didn't have to drive.
We got to kind of chill.
That was pretty nice. But once you get into Morro Bay, if you've never been there, it's a little seaside, very, very small town. Southern Central California, right on the coast. Now, we didn't know what to expect. Again, we've never been there before, but now that we've been there, if you've ever been like to a Key West or even like a
Daytona Beach. Yeah.
It's not like that. it definitely has a beachy atmosphere to it. But it's
same kind of vibe, but a lot lower scale.
Yeah. It's very, very small. Again, like if you've been to a Key West, there's probably 5 bars to every one restaurant.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Morro Bay is probably the other way around. You have more restaurants and then some bars and places like that. So it's smaller. Yeah. And a lot smaller. So it's very scaled down. I think very mellow.
Yeah, very mellow.
But we had a blast.
Yeah, I loved it.
And I think there's a lot to do there for everybody.
Yeah.
Now we originally, our plan was to originally go there and go paddleboarding and kayaking.
We do not paddleboard.
Yeah, our son and daughter-in-law were going to paddleboard. I was going to kayak, and she was going to sit while I rode her around. Is what was going to end up happening.
Yeah.
But we were afraid with her legs, she wouldn't.
I don't think I would have been very comfortable in a kayak for very long. And just getting on the floor, that's the same thing as being in a kayak. I would have tipped that kayak over, and we would have been in that water, and it was cold.
Yeah. And the guy did mention also the winds were going to be picking up.
The winds were horrible.
Yeah, so kayaking wasn't good for us. But, however, we did find a place, and it's called Bay Cruisers. And this is pretty cool. They're little electric boats. They're about, I'm guessing, 15, 17 feet long.
Yeah.
I believe they held 9 people, if I remember correctly.
Probably about, I would say
I think
You're right.
They were certified for 9 people. And this was a blast. I think we had more fun renting one of these things than we would have had kayaking.
Yeah, it was like a blessing in disguise.
It
and we
was.
didn't even know. I mean,
it really
was so much better. And it was cold, and it was a little pretty windy. So
we had a little bit of protection.
Yeah. But no, what I'm saying though, with paddleboarding and kayaking, if it had been that cold, with the wind, I don't think we would have enjoyed it as much.
Yeah.
So the boat ended up being perfect. It was perfect.
Now we rented the boat for 1 hour, and it was $100 for 1 hour.
Right.
That was just enough time to kind of tell you where to go. You kind of go out to the mouth of the bay, then back down the other way
Pretty
along.
much stay in the bay.
Oh, you have to. Yeah.
I mean, you can't go in the ocean.
Yeah, and you have to stay in the channel and everything.
Yeah.
But 1 hour is just enough time to kind of go from end to end and bring the boat back. If we were to do this again, I would suggest an hour and a half. I think that's probably perfect.
Yeah.
It gives you enough time to see what you want to see. Take your time. Now, they do have some sea lions in the bay, which is pretty cool. And also otters. These otters are really cool. And this is where I would have taken up a little bit more time if we had the extra half hour. Yeah. And we did have enough time to sit for maybe 10 minutes and watch some of the sea otters swim around.
Some of them would follow us in the boat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they've been fed before.
Oh yeah, we didn't feed them though.
No,
but they did. They were coming up to the boat. It was pretty funny. I loved it.
Yeah, it was neat.
It was really cool.
So again, if we had the extra time, I probably would have spent more time watching the sea otters and even some of the sea lions. They were
the sea lions when they were on that little. What do you call it? Like the
floating dock kind of thing.
Yeah, floating dock kind of thing. And they all load up on that thing, and all you hear is whoop, whoop, whoop.
How'd that go?
However they do it. But it was like so funny. It's all you hear. Whoop, 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 whoop. But I mean, it was pretty funny.
It was.
And we were like, oh my gosh, I wonder if the vendors people ever get tired, the businesses ever get tired of that noise. And we're like, we finally decided they just tune them out.
So one piece of advice, if you do plan on renting some of these the electric boats, you have to reserve ahead of time. We got very fortunate. We didn't know anything about it. We just kind of walked up.
Yeah.
We originally asked for 2 hours. They couldn't get us in. Then the guy came back and told us, I can get you in for 1 hour. So we took that.
Yeah.
So if you are going to do it, just plan ahead and reserve ahead. They also have whale watching opportunities there.
Whale watching would have been cool too. But
we didn't look into it because we didn't have the time. We were just there for a few hours. And I'm assuming also it's probably seasonal as well, but they do have whale watching, so that's something else you can look to as well.
That would be cool though.
Paddleboards, again, they do have paddleboards and kayaking
kayaks.
if you're into that, and it's right next to the boat rental place, so if you feel more energetic than we did, paddleboarding and kayak.
Hey, if you enjoyed these videos, please do us a favor and hit the like button and the subscribe button. It really helps us out and we'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Oh, a lot of people had dogs, so it is a dog-friendly place.
Yeah, so when we got done with our little tour of the bay and the boat, we ended up walking the main strip there, right on the wall. That was really enjoyable.
Oh, it was so much fun.
It was, again, it's very mellow, very...
Well, when we were there, so I don't know, we don't know if it's like that all year, or if it was just a little slow in May. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
It was nice. So we had a great, spent an hour or so walking the street. And then it was time for lunch. And I think we're turning into foodies, by the way. We went to...
I'm starting to feel like it too, with my knee not being able to hike and stuff yet. And I'm like, oh my gosh, with all this food, I am definitely going to feel it.
We went to one end of the strip. And it was, I believe it was the northern end of the strip, to a place called Giovanni's. And of course it's a seafood restaurant.
No, not of course, because Giovanni's, everyone thinks it's Italian.
Yeah.
It's all seafood.
It was all seafood, and it's got to be just so fresh. It's a little bit different. You just kind of walk up to a window, you place your order, and then you kind of go around the corner and wait, and they'll bring it out the window, and you just kind of sit at some picnic tables outside on the water. So you're eating, you're on the water, enjoying the fresh air. And the food was great. I got fish and chips. Dina got
four, our son and daughter-in-law were with us, of course, and we all four got something different. And everything was good. Everything was really good.
Everything was good.
And the line, be prepared to wait in line. There's always, from what we've been told, there's always a line.
Yeah, but it was good.
Oh man, I could go for some more of that sourdough.
Salmon or clam chowder?
No, the sourdough clam chowder. Oh man, it was good. It was so good. And then Danny got the fish and chips.
That was really good.
It was really good. Yeah. We kind of shared.
Now, Morro Bay also has a state park there. We didn't spend any time in the park.
We drove over.
We had an extremely busy weekend. We're trying to get as much in as we can. We did drive over. They do have a golf course and a campground there. Yeah. So if you are interested in maybe golfing or camping, there is a Morro Bay State Park. Now, I guess the big thing of Morro Bay is the Morro Rock. There's a big, huge rock there on the northern end of the bay. It's called Morro Rock. And it's pretty cool. You can't climb on, and it's kind of, I won't say fenced off. They have signs where they don't want you on the rock. Apparently, there's some falcons that nest there. Right. They don't want you messing with the birds and stuff. So, but it's kind of cool. It makes for a great backdrop to some pictures. And that was a lot of fun. Now, from Morro Bay, we spent the day there, but we were actually staying in Slow.
Hold on! Don't forget to talk about the Maritime Museum.
Oh yeah, they did have a.
We didn't go.
But it looked like it was, I wish we had more time.
If we go back, we definitely will.
Yeah, they had some pretty cool stuff outside, some submarines out front of the museum. And that was right there, just off the main part of the street, in between the main part of Morro Bay, the town, and the northern end with the Morro Rock. So another suggestion, if you're into a maritime history, there's a pretty good looking museum there as well. Now from there, we started to head down to, even try to say it.
San Luis?
Slow.
Oh, yeah. San Luis Obispo.
Yeah. We headed down to Slow. That's where we're having dinner that night. And we wanted to get there a little bit early just to walk the street a little bit and just kind of enjoy the town.
What a quaint, adorable, beautiful place.
Except for one part.
Oh, yeah.
Bubblegum.
The Bubblegum Valley.
Alley.
Alley.
Bubblegum Alley.
Sorry. Here, honey, want some? Would you like green, pink, blue, orange, or white?
I want the white one. Disgusting.
It was so funny,
it was.
though.
So literally,
there were even still some bubbles blown stuck on the wall, and they were still like inflated. It was like crazy. I'm like,
so right off the main strip, there's an alley called Bubblegum Alley, and literally you just kind of walk down there, and both sides of the walls, as high up as you could get, it's bubblegum. Yeah. It's just people took the gum out of their mouth and stuck it on the wall. So it was.
Guess it's the thing to do.
Pretty disgusting.
Some people made words out of their gum, and somebody stuck a $1 bill at the very, very top, and like stuck it with all kinds of gum around it. Like,
it's
you want a dollar that badly? Go get it. We didn't try.
Our only suggestion with this is don't lean against the wall.
Oh man!
But it was cool.
Even our son and daughter-in-law was like, or actually, I think it was our daughter-in-law. She was like, "Oh, it smells."
It did. Yeah, it was kind of weird. It was neat to see.
It was cool to see, but it
not
was
just before dinner. But speaking of dinner, so we did walk around slow for a little bit. We had dinner reservations at, what's it called?
Novo.
It's a restaurant called Novo, right on the main strip there. Again, we're not affiliated with them, or they're not sponsored us or anything.
Yeah.
But when we left, I think we both said to each other, that was probably the best
one of the best dinners we've ever had
that we can remember.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking just the food.
No.
The atmosphere, the staff was unbelievable.
Yeah.
They were just so professional. Everybody helping out everybody. It was, I would highly suggest it.
It was pretty busy.
It was.
It was outside dining. I don't know if they have in.
They had a little.
Oh yeah, not very much though.
Yeah, it's you kind of, if you're gonna go, you're gonna want to sit outside. You're right on the little creek.
Be safe and make reservations.
Yeah, you're gonna want to sit out back. There's a little creek there.
Yeah, outside's a little creek. We were right next to the creek. They had heated. They had a heated lamp.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Lamp heaters.
Heated, gas lamps.
Yeah. The little gardens all out around you and stuff, and oh my goodness, it was just beautiful.
The food was excellent.
Again, we all four got something different. Oh no, you and Lon got the same dish, the special. But
it was now it's a little on the pricey side.
Oh, yeah.
I think they did have one of the steaks was right at $50, so it's on the pricier side of things. But for a special weekend, it's not
it's not something you
you're gonna do all
night,
the time.
right.
But it was. I would highly recommend it, and I would definitely go back again.
And yes, everything, the atmosphere, the staff.
Yeah.
Everything. It was just incredible.
I'm getting hungry again.
And then, I know. And then they had really yummy different kinds of breads.
Again, honestly speaking, one of
phenomenal.
our best restaurant experience we've had in quite some time.
Definitely.
So that was kind of day one. We spent most of it again at Morro Bay.
Yeah.
The evening we spent walking around slow and having dinner. Now the next morning, of course, again, we're turning into foodies, I think. One of the very first things we did was we went to a place called...
We had to have coffee.
Had to have coffee.
We didn't have coffee.
Went to a place called Scouts.
Just a little...
It was
cafe.
Right off the main strip. Actually, it was very close to...
And slow.
Yeah, very close to Novo's, right down in Bubblegum Alley there.
Yeah.
Cool little...
It was
just a
so
little
cool.
coffee shop / they had danishes and things like that, but just the whole atmosphere,
the whole vibe was so cool.
Again, the staff was great.
The staff,
very casual. There's a lot of people sitting outside on the sidewalk. They had dogs and things, which
I don't know if you could bring your dogs inside, but there were a lot of people outside tables with their dogs. A lot.
Yeah, so if you are in the area and you're looking for a coffee or something quick.
And they have all kinds of pastries and stuff. Their coffee was to die for. Like, Danny even tried mine, and he's not usually big on my flavor of coffees. He drinks black coffee. She drinks all these mocha, chica, frappes, and I can't even pronounce half of them. He tried my coffee, as I was saying.
Muchachos.
And guess what? He really enjoyed it.
It was good. Yeah.
Maybe a mistake that I shared.
So that was our morning, our breakfast. Again, I would highly suggest it, even if you just wanted a cup of coffee, regular coffee. Yeah. And sit outside and just watch people go by. So
and sitting inside. It was just adorably decorated, and just the whole scene was just cute.
So after breakfast, we started heading down to Pismo Beach, and we made a stop at Madonna Inn. And I thought it was like the singer Madonna, but it's not. Nothing to do with that.
When you drive up to this place, it looks like something out of Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
It is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And this was Mother's Day morning that we stopped in to check the place out, and there were tons and tons of people there for like a Mother's Day brunch. I'm sure that's what it was, or luncheon, whatever. It is the perfect place. It is so typical for Mother's Day to go there.
Yeah, it's a hotel. It's what it is, but each room is a themed room.
Yeah.
So it looked like they probably had about, I'm guessing, 60, 70 different rooms. Each one has its own separate theme. And it wasn't that bad. I believe the rooms were anywhere from what we've seen, the low 200s to the mid 300s. And I'm sure they have suites that go up from there. But not bad for what you're getting. Just walking into the place. Now, to me, it looked like the decor was reminded me like the 1920s with the big felt chairs. And
they even had the
benches.
wallpaper was even like velvet almost.
Or either that or a brothel.
It kind of did have that vibe going.
But it was really cool.
It's so cool.
Even if
cool.
If you're not going to stay there, again, if you're in the area, it's
just
definitely worth spend a half hour, walk the ground. They had a beautiful garden outside.
The gardens. Well, the one was phenomenal, but all of the gardens around the whole place.
Yeah, it was really, really, really cool.
And they do have a horse arena. We didn't get to see it, but they do. You can go horseback riding, but I do believe that they have horse shows or something because they have a horse arena, and they even there was even signs for it, like if they had a horse show or some kind of horse exhibit going on, that would be really cool too to see.
Yeah. So if you're in the area, again, it's worth it. Spend a half an hour, stop off, and check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
From there, we headed down to Pismo Beach, and this was about a 10-mile drive. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's easy again, so it's kind of nice. You're driving right down the coast. You can see the ocean most of the way. Now, Pismo Beach, I thought was pretty cool. The problem that we did have, though, was the winds. The winds were howling this weekend.
I mean, man,
bad. And it was chilly. We're from Florida.
So cold.
It was cold.
But it was cold. I think it was
cold,
it was in the low 60s, and that was without the wind chill factor. So it was cold. And the wind was so bad. We had sunglasses on, and the sand was actually still getting in our eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know how people were down there on the water.
Yeah, people were
and on the beach
in water.
With the sand blowing like that, and
they were
how cold it was.
Than us.
I don't understand it.
Now they did have a really nice pier.
Yeah,
the
beautiful pier.
Went out quite a ways into the water. We did walk the pier. We tried to. It was against the wind.
Yeah.
But we did make it out to the end. Took some pictures and some video out. And then
we walked backwards.
Yeah, it was cold. They're walking backwards too. Oh. So they had a really, really nice pier. And actually, they had some plaques that explained the history of the pier, and it was used for actually some of the local farmers. They could get some of their food to market or out on the ships. That was the original purpose for the original pier.
Right.
Coming back to the beach area, they had a really nice little playground.
Oh yeah, they had a great playground.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the big kid enjoyed it a lot. Don't lie. They have a adorable playground right there on the beach. All kinds of climbing, rock climbing, whale, and all kinds of really cute things. And they had a slide. And somebody really enjoyed the slide.
You're there. You got to do it. When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
He enjoyed it so much so. The little boy that ended up going down the slide with him asked if he could go again. Who's the big kid?
Yeah,
even kids know fun. He's the big kid.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was really cute. It was really fun. And the slide went right down into the sand, right there on the beach.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? You gonna go with me?
Yeah.
Ready? Go. Oh!
That was so cute.
It was fun. We had a really good time. The town is a little touristy.
Very touristy, I thought.
For us. But again, a lot of places to eat and drink and enjoy yourself. Again, it would be, you could spend a day at the beach there, or if you just wanted to go and be a tourist and walk the streets.
Yeah.
It was really enjoyable.
It was very cute. It was really cute. We didn't spend a whole lot of time walking around there. The wind and the cold was just horrific. And also I was going to say, dogs are allowed. So a lot of people who had smaller dogs or puppies were carrying them on the pier. So dogs are not allowed on the pier, but they are allowed there. We did not have Rodeo with us. She went with her 2 cousins to a dog sitter's, and they had a wonderful time. But so we didn't take Rodeo, but she was at home warm.
Yeah. So that was our Mother's Day weekend. Morro Bay, Slow, and Pismo Beach.
Yeah.
We did an awful lot.
It was
and
so much fun.
Crammed it in a very, very short amount of time, and we literally had a blast. I don't think I could complain about anything. The food, all the food was awesome. The places we visited, they were all awesome, and I would definitely go back to any one of those 3 places again.
Yeah. Oh, we also stopped on our way home for lunch at a place called Petra, Mediterranean Grill.
And even that was good. Yeah.
Even that was was really good too. We sat outside in the wind and cold. However, they had a cover, but even that was good. It was really good. I want to go back.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, we're hungry. We hope you enjoyed today's video. We had so much fun, and we really are excited to share it with you. If you're ever in the area, please do it. All 3 places are within 20 minutes of each other.
Yeah.
So worth it. So worth it.
Thanks, Kim.
Yeah. Thanks for the recommendation.
Thanks for the
pretty
tip.
funny.
Yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, remember, always live life to the fullest.
Y'all have a great week.